comment, share, subscribe. Do what you got to do, man. I thank you guys, and I appreciate all you guys, you know, tuning and watching what I'm doing, man. We're here for greatness, trust me. Now y'all enjoy. Peace. The bottle is crazy, man. The bottle has crystals on it, man. I did a close-up shot of it, so I think it's like when the video is about to end, you see like close-up shot of the bottle, and you see like the crystals just shining. The crystals are just dancing, man, just doing the thing. But without further ado, I hope you all like this video I'm about to do. Comment, share. Wagwan. You don't know, so this is your boy Reggie, and y'all tuning in right now. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who watched, subscribed, and liked my last video. I really appreciate that. But now I have something special for you guys. The other night, the family and I, we went down to the Brasserie.
Hi, my name is Zach. I'm a bartender over here at Brasserie Capitale. Today I'm going to show you about one of our special cocktails I'm doing right now. It's my ginger whiskey sour. We're going to start with Boston Shaker. We're going to do about 1.5 ounces of bourbon, whatever you want, as long as it's bourbon, not blended whiskey. 1.5 ounces of that. You're going to then do an ounce of your fresh lemon juice. Then I'm liking to do a 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. This is a 50-50 mixture of water and honey. Usually I use hot water, let it get nice and consistent, and then I put it in the refrigerator, let it chill for a little bit. So you're going to do a 1/2 ounce of that. Then you're going to do a 1/2 ounce of your egg whites. And then finish it with 1/2 ounce of ginger liqueur. So, to recap, we're doing 1.5 ounces of bourbon whiskey, 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of egg white, 1/2 ounce of the ginger liqueur, and then a 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. Then we're going to add, if you have it, this isn't always easy to find, this is apple bitters. I like to do a couple dashes of that. When you do this, you shake it in 2 different steps. You're going to do what's called a dry shake, where you don't put any ice in. I like to put the whisk from my shaker in. What it does is that first shake, it kind of emulsifies the egg white, gives it a really cool texture. You do your first shake with no ice in it, right? 10, 13 seconds. Next, you want to add your ice, right? You're going to do another 10, 15 second shake. Cut that over 10-15 seconds, right? Next, you want to do what's called a double strain. So you're going to use your wire strainer and a fine mesh strainer, and you strain the whole thing onto a large cube. So you want to do what's called a double strain, where you're using your wire strainer and a fine mesh strainer to make sure that any of the egg white part is totally filtered out. And you want to garnish it with. I really like these Luxardo cherries. These are, you can get them at a store. They're not always the cheapest, but they're really flavorful. Not as sweet as some of those, the really red ones that you get. You see those maraschinos, and a lemon wedge. And garnish it. Zach's Ginger Whiskey Sour. There you go. And you want to cut it, and we'll do the. Alright, so what we're working with here, this is a cognac made by Remy Martin. Remy Martin is one of the oldest cognac producers in all of France. This is Remy Martin's Louis XIII, Louis XIII. Louis XIII was the first king of France who recognized cognac as its own distinct spirit. Typically when you make cognac, it's a blend of 3 what are called eau de vie, which are actually individual distillations of wine, which is basically what brandy is, or cognac. This one uses a blend of 1,500 eau de vie, which are all individually aged from 40 up to 100 years. They blend it, or I'm sorry, they age it in a specific room in the Remy Martin distillery, and then they also have, the only casks they use are a minimum of 100 years old. So it's meant to pay homage to what cognac is as a distinct spirit. It has its own rich history. And also, this bottle is a Baccarat crystal bottle. So Baccarat crystal is one of the most desirable crystal in all of the world. And so empty, this bottle alone will sell for up to $500. On top of this being one of the most highly regarded cognacs in the entire world, it's also, the bottle on its own is one of the highly regarded crystals in the entire world. It's called Baccarat crystal. The bottle empty alone can sell anywhere between $300 and $500 on eBay. The bottle full on a retail side is usually about $3 grand if you can find it. We do it here for $210 for an 1.5 ounce pour. It is, one of those bucket list spirits. If you ever really want to, everybody who's a cognac drinker has heard of Louis XIII, and it's, like I said, one of the highly regarded cognacs in the world.
Okay. So, all right. Just did a review and 2 different drinks from my good friend Zac at the
Brasserie Capitale.
There you go. And this is I'm gonna let him do more description on these because I'm not that familiar with these drinks, so he will close this out. So go for it.
Well, yeah, glad you guys came by and had dinner with us. I hope you enjoyed everything. We got some really cool spirits on here and some really awesome cocktails. Come by, give us a try. Brasserie Capitale, 12th and K in Sacramento.
And there you have it. Now we out. Peace. All right. I heard it goes with you.